Hello, I'm Erik van Blokland. I'm a type designer.
My name is Michael Abbink. I'm a type designer and a graphic designer. You know, I had a fascination with Frutiger and typefaces like syntax, and I felt there was somewhere in between the two. Something a bit like Frutiger, but had a bit more of the humanist touch and proportions, kind of like what syntax has, but I wanted something less expressive and maybe as dramatic as syntax. So Kievit kind of fills this little middle zone, and that was kind of the driving force behind Kievit.
My experience, it can be difficult to see a particular solution or not see a solution, and you can see that there's a problem, you don't know how to solve it. Sometimes this comes through focusing on something too much and putting a project away for a couple of days or a couple of weeks makes it possible. You look at it again and then you say, oh, sometimes the solutions can be very obvious.
In font work, if I have a creative block, I tend to start sketching new ideas just to get my mind off of things, and I think through doing that I kind of generate new stuff, and it somehow cycles right back into where what I'm working on, and it helps somehow free some blockage. In graphic design work I do something similar. If there's other projects, I start working on that, or I start doing research for other projects, and somehow I'll either discover something that is like a quick inspiration and gets me back on track. So I think looking elsewhere basically always sends me back home. I think I have to rely on people to help me complete my fonts, mostly on the production and the technical side. I tend to do all the drawings of the glyphs and kind of rely on folks like Paul van der Laan and Christian Schwartz to help do interpolations and help do letter spacing and kerning, so to take that kind of aspect of the job off of my plate. Since you know, I've always had full-time positions as a designer, it's very difficult to kind of throw in the entire font making process under my own belt. So I've got to share, which helps make it more producible.
The typography of ebooks, that might be an issue or an upcoming issue, because all of the screens in these ebooks I've seen are nice. The typography is terrible, as if somehow it was added as an afterthought. And I think there's going to be a lot of competition between publishers on that, and we'll see a lot more development, I hope. We're looking at extending the UFO format into a couple of new things. We're discussing those, and that's going to be the next thing. And when that's working, there are new things we can do with tools, and when we have new tools, we can build new fonts, doing crazy things.
Kievit slab, which is in the makings right now. There's a concept for another font that I just showed Erik, actually, called Brando right now. Milo Cyrillic for the serif and the sans is probably coming. There's a concept I have for what I'd like to call Milo Casual, which is basically, it's like an upright italic for Milo sans.
The benefits are, I think, as opposed to publishing something yourself, is that there is an incentive to make something, to finish something. There are people to talk to, there's advice to be gotten, there's a certain standards you have to meet, there are some deadlines, all of which work and to actually get you to do something. If you are your own boss, you will never finish it, or at least no, with more difficulty.
The group of people that the FontShop has attracted over the years is a very solid group of designers that I've always been inspired by as well, and so I think being part of that group is a great aspect of the FontShop. as well as the FontShop's capability of distributing the fonts and marketing the fonts. Because I think we all want to, not only do we want to design fonts, but I think at the same time that we all secretly want people to use them and use them well. And in kind of a higher end design environment, I think the FontShop tends to attract high quality graphic designers, and so that I think we always have a good group of people using the FontShop fonts, which I think is very useful.